Welcome to Ace My Exams Learning. Let us get started with today's learning.
Stress. Stress can be described as the physical, mental, or emotional strain that individuals feel in difficult, challenging, and overwhelming situations. It occurs when the demands placed on us exceed our ability to cope. This triggers a series of physiological and psychological reactions that help us deal with the situation. Positive stress. Positive stress, also known as acute stress, can provide the adrenaline and motivation needed to take action when facing challenges. This type of stress is typically short-term and manageable. For example, giving a speech before a class can evoke positive stress. The heightened sense of alertness and excitement you feel beforehand can enhance your performance and engagement, leading to a successful presentation. Negative stress. Negative stress, also known as chronic stress, can have detrimental effects on our health and well-being. When stress exceeds our coping abilities, it can result in sickness, unhappiness, and depression. This type of stress can manifest as physical symptoms such as headaches and insomnia, and it can impair our cognitive function and task performance. For example, balancing multiple work deadlines, overwhelming family responsibilities, and financial pressures can lead to chronic stress, where individuals may experience persistent anxiety, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating, thus negatively impacting their overall quality of life. Stressors. What is a stressor? A stressor is anything that causes stress in an individual. This could be an event or circumstance that triggers a stress response in our bodies and minds, resulting in physical, emotional, and psychological reactions. Symptoms of stress. Short-term symptoms. 1. Faster breathing and increased heart rate. Stress triggers the fight or flight response in the body, which prepares it for potential danger. This response leads to an increased heart rate and rapid breathing. 2. Dry mouth. When stress levels rise, the body's response triggers a decrease in saliva production, resulting in the uncomfortable sensation of dry mouth, also known as xerostomia. This reduction in saliva not only affects oral moisture, but also compromises vital functions such as swallowing and digestion. 3. Sweaty palms. When stress triggers the sympathetic nervous system, it induces sweating, a phenomenon often manifested as sweaty palms. This physiological response is part of the body's innate reaction to perceived threats or challenges, preparing it for action. Sweaty palms can be particularly bothersome, affecting one's ability to grip objects securely and leading to feelings of discomfort or embarrassment. 4. Tension in the neck. Stress can lead to muscle tension and tightness, especially in the neck and shoulders. This physical manifestation often occurs when the body encounters prolonged periods of anxiety and tension, resulting in neck discomfort and stiffness. 5. Butterflies in the stomach. Stress can stimulate the release of adrenaline and other stress hormones, leading to sensations like butterflies or knots in the stomach. Let's look at the long-term effects. 1. High blood pressure, hypertension. Chronic stress has been identified as a significant contributor to the development of high blood pressure, also known as hypertension, a condition associated with an increased risk of heart disease and various other health complications. The prolonged activation of the body's stress response mechanisms can lead to persistent elevation of blood pressure levels over time. This heightened blood pressure places additional strain on the cardiovascular system, potentially leading to damage to blood vessels, the heart, and other organs. 2. Headaches. Stress has the potential to act as a trigger for various types of headaches, including tension headaches and migraines, which affect individuals differently. Tension headaches typically result from muscle tension in the head, neck, and shoulders, while migraines are characterized by intense throbbing pain, often accompanied by nausea and sensitivity to light and sound. 3. Ulcers. While stress itself doesn't directly cause ulcers, it can significantly worsen symptoms for those who already have them. Stress can increase stomach acid production and alter digestive patterns, exacerbating the discomfort associated with ulcers. Additionally, Stress may weaken the body's ability to heal existing ulcers, prolonging their duration and increasing the risk of complications. 4. Allergies. Stress profoundly influences the immune system, potentially compromising its ability to defend the body against allergens. As a result, individuals experiencing high levels of stress may find themselves more susceptible to allergic reactions or experience heightened symptoms from existing allergies. 5. Insomnia. Chronic stress disrupts sleep patterns by triggering racing thoughts and releasing hormones like cortisol, disrupting the sleep-wake cycle. This disruption leads to difficulty falling, staying, or experiencing restorative sleep, perpetuating a cycle of stress and sleeplessness. 6. Digestive issues. Stress redirects bodily resources away from digestion, causing indigestion, bloating, diarrhea, or constipation, as immediate survival needs take precedence. Moreover, stress hormones like cortisol increase stomach acid production, exacerbating conditions like acid reflux or irritable bowel syndrome and disrupting the gut's bacterial balance. 7. Depression and anxiety. Prolonged stress floods the brain with cortisol and adrenaline, altering brain chemistry and neurotransmitter levels. This disruption leads to mood dysregulation, contributing to feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and anxiety. This weakens one's resilience and coping mechanisms, thus heightening vulnerability to mental health disorders. Types of stresses. 1. Physical stresses. Physical stresses arise from direct physical harm inflicted on individuals, often causing immediate physical and psychological distress. Instances of violence, like assault or domestic abuse, can result in injuries, trauma, and intense emotional reactions. Similarly, experiences of sexual abuse involve physical violation and can have profound and enduring psychological effects. These stresses not only affect physical well-being, but also disrupt the individual's sense of safety and security. 2. Environmental stresses. Environmental stresses refer to external factors that can threaten individuals' overall well-being. These factors can include extreme weather events like hurricanes, wildfires, or floods, which can lead to property damage, displacement, and even loss of life, and as a result cause significant emotional distress. Additionally, exposure to pollution, hazardous substances, or toxins, such as air pollution or chemical spills, can result in health problems and exacerbate stress levels. 3. Personality-based stresses. Personality-based stresses stem from individual traits that influence how people perceive and respond to stress. For instance, individuals with perfectionistic tendencies may experience heightened stress when confronted with challenging tasks or expectations. Similarly, those prone to anxiety may interpret ambiguous situations as threats, increasing stress levels. 4. Social stresses. Social stresses arise from stressful interactions and relationships with others. Peer pressure, for example, can lead individuals to engage in activities that conflict with their values or goals, causing stress and internal conflict. Furthermore, conflicts within social networks, such as family disputes or workplace tensions, can also create emotional strain and interpersonal challenges. 5. Emotional stresses. Emotional stresses emerge from internal emotional experiences that spark stressful reactions and lead to high stress levels. For example, difficulties in romantic relationships, like conflicts or communication breakdowns, can lead to feelings of sadness, anxiety, or frustration, amplifying stress. Additionally, coping with loss, whether it's the death of a loved one or a significant life change, can trigger profound emotional distress and challenge a person's coping abilities. Stress management. Stress management refers to several methods and therapies aimed at regulating an individual's stress levels, particularly those related to chronic stress, with the main objective of improving one's daily functioning. This approach uses several strategies to address stress as outlined below. 1. Lifestyle changes. Addressing stress may require one to adopt lifestyle changes to alleviate its effects. This could entail prioritizing responsibilities, establishing personal limits, and nurturing a harmonious equilibrium between work and personal life. 2. Preventive measures. Preventive stress management involves practicing self-care and relaxation techniques to prevent stress from escalating. This may involve regular exercise, a nutritious diet, adequate sleep, and mindfulness or meditation exercises. This helps to build resilience against stresses and promotes overall well-being. 3. Seeking support. Another way to manage stress effectively is by seeking support from people you trust, whether it's from your friends, family, or a trained professional. Opening up about your stresses and receiving emotional support can provide a fresh perspective on the situation, validate your feelings, and offer practical advice to cope with difficult situations. Behaviors, techniques, and strategies for managing stress. The following stress management strategies below can reduce stress levels and improve a person's well-being. 1. Decrease negative self-talk. Challenge negative thoughts about yourself by replacing them with neutral or positive alternatives. For example, transform thoughts like "my life will never get better" into "I may feel hopeless now, but my life will probably improve if I work at it and get some help." 2. Strive for competence, not perfection. Focus on doing a competent job rather than demanding perfection from yourself and others. Accepting that perfection is unrealistic can help alleviate stress related to high expectations. 3. Practice meditation and relaxation exercises. Engage in stress relief activities such as meditation, abdominal breathing, and muscle relaxation techniques. Simple deep breathing exercises can calm the mind and alleviate stress. 4. Exercise and eat healthily. Incorporate regular exercise and nutritious foods into your routine. Aim to exercise and eat healthily at least 3 times a week to promote physical and mental well-being. 5. Limit caffeine intake. Reduce consumption of caffeine, as excess intake can increase feelings of anxiety and agitation, contributing to stress. 6. Avoid substance abuse. Refrain from using illegal drugs, alcohol, and tobacco, as these substances can exacerbate stress and have negative effects on overall health. 7. Practice assertiveness. Develop assertiveness skills to communicate your feelings effectively in situations that cause stress. Use polite yet firm language to express your needs and boundaries. 8. Employ coping skills. Break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable steps to avoid being overwhelmed. Utilize practical coping skills to address stresses effectively. 9. Take breaks. Engage in activities that promote relaxation and enjoyment, such as listening to music, spending time with friends or pets, or engaging in creative pursuits like drawing or writing. 10. Build a support network. Surround yourself with friends and loved ones who provide positive support and encouragement during stressful times. 11. Keep a stress journal. Maintain a journal to track stresses, emotions, behaviors, and coping strategies. Identifying patterns and common themes can help you develop effective stress management techniques. 12. Make an effort to address stresses. While not all stress can be avoided, identify stresses that can be eliminated or reduced. Take proactive steps to address these stresses and create a more manageable lifestyle.
To access more learning and exam preparation materials, go to www.acemyexams.coza. This link is also in the video description below. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to subscribe and be the first to know when we upload new videos.